Hello, this is Mech 330 for week 6. With our Python code, we are kind of basically creating like an old video arcade game where there's the two buttons and you get your high score and you gotta enter in your initials down here. So it says congratulations on your high score, please enter your initials in. So right now it says AAA, which is not my initials. So I go over to this button right here and that'll start changing. And we go down and I just passed it. So I click through, it goes to Z, and then it starts cycling again. So D, E. So now that I'm done with that one, if I want to go to the next button, so I press button 2. It says change to position 2, and then please hold down when completed. I'm not completed yet, so I'm going to continue pressing button 1, and we are going to try to get to M, which I missed, but could cycle through, but we're going to call it an N, so my middle initial is now N. And then now I want to go to number 3. So change to position 3, and then so let's see, well, last name starts with an A, so I've got to cycle through again. And then down to Z, and then back to A. And then now that I'm done, I could either click this again if I was like, oh, I messed something up. I want to change N back to M. So I'd go back through and change it to M. We'll call H good though. And let's say now that I'm done, I just hold this button and that completes it. So now it says congratulations EHA on your high score. So that's the hardware portion. And if we kind of look at the code setup real quick, it cuts out the time import up there. But yeah, so import all the libraries, and then down here is just kind of all this is just setting up the buttons. And then so these are all the variables. So this is how I formulate the ABC, so the list to go through the ABCs. And then this is basically the username, and then this keeps track of the count so that I'm able to basically cycle through things and basically keep them in a loop. So prints it out. This is kind of the first little deal where it prints it out. It says congratulations, enter in the username right up there, and then it goes into the while true loop. So basically when the first button's pressed, this part cycles through the alphabet, and then as each time you press the button, it cycles through the alphabet, and then it changes the username, and then basically prints it all out each time it's changed. And then if you press the button 2, it's kind of a rough breakdown, but yep, so button 2, if button 2 is basically held right here, then it breaks out and it prints your name with the congratulations, or your initials with the congratulations. This loops through the position, so once you hit position 3 and you want to go back to position 1, and then right here, these 3 lines will, this setup basically allows it to pull the position. So when you're cycling back through to that first position, you don't want to have to start all over again from A. So that allows it, so it'll start, so let's say I put an E in, it'll start at E the next time I cycle back through. And then basically it prints it out every time it's changed. And then on the last part, once you're done and you break out of that while loop, it says congratulations with your username. And that is this week's project for hardware.